Yo. So I've talked a bit about like always being on the move and always making rotations. And I've done it mostly in relation to like Kiri and how like I can do healing as I'm walking. Um, and this is something that I actually struggled for a long time with because it's just kind of like ephemeral. Like, yeah, okay, always be moving, but where are you moving and what are you thinking of while you're doing it is kind of hard to grasp. So I wanted to go through one of my games that was relatively close. Um, and just go through what I was thinking so that you can kind of get an idea of like the loop that goes through my head.
You're in 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, come at a spawn and completely ignore the Symmetra TP because I'm not paying attention. So I'm starting main just spamming because this is a very linear map and it's kind of hard for me to navigate, right? Always think three-dimensionally with Kiri, so I saw that I can wall climb here and maybe heal my Ram or maybe get an eye on this Brig because she was low. And I see that no one's peeking, so now I'm going to try to open this angle. We're able to get that. So now we have a big advantage. If we did not have this advantage, I would have to do something else. I would probably come way out here to the side and do this. But since we have the advantage, I don't have the time to do this. So I walk in the open forward, which I don't usually do. But I can do it right now because their D.Va is out of mech and I can't be punished. So I'm going to walk, but you can still see I'm walking at the end. I check my team, I make sure they're good, and now I'm going to start walking again. So you see, as I'm healing, I'm walking here, and then as soon as I'm good to go, I can wall climb, which creates another off angle, and now I can heal my Ram and look at who do I want to shoot. I should be shooting the Brig right here. Boom. Yep. Wall climb again to get up. Good. So now I'm just going to go back and cap, make sure that happens real quick. And then I TP to Ram because they're all respawning. Don't usually TP forwards, but if they're respawning, I can do that. And
Silly human.
So I kill them. Okay, so now I'm in between the fight, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Again, I'm peeking very conservatively, but I'm still trying to do as much damage as I can. And I look at my team, you see me checking my team, going, okay, where is my team positioning? And my team is wanting to fight up close. So I know that I can crouch walk over here. See, I'm checking my team the whole time. So I know that my team is full health. That's why I'm doing this. My team is full health, and it's before the fight. I can either spam main and get a bunch of ult charge, or try to surprise them over here. Notice how I'm not shooting yet. I'm not shooting yet because they haven't engaged. Right as they try to engage, you see all of them turn the corner. That's when I start to do this. I hit a headshot and I get Zarya to turn, and now I can TP out. And notice how I TP'd out soon enough that I get to hold Susan, which is huge. That's why. Now, I'm healing my team, but you see how I wall climbed and I'm already at another angle. So quick. How soon was that? So we can watch my TP cooldown, right? 7 seconds. At the 7-second mark, I was already on this high ground, right? And about 2 to 3 seconds after that, I'm already at my next angle. So then the next thing I'm looking for is, can I close the distance? I should have seen this guy and tried to kill him. But I'm looking to see if I can close the distance and if I can come up like this, or if I can come over here, because that's how I'm going to hit more shots. But you notice I'm looking and I go, I can't close the distance right now. It's too dangerous for me. So I'm just going to spam from this angle and try to get this distance up. You notice I'm still healing at the same time. So notice I'm falling back to an off angle. So now I'm going to force the enemy to choose. Look, me being here forces the Brig to go back. So now I check my team. Whoops. Fall back to this off angle. Poke the Brig, make the Brig fall back. Check my team. My team is okay. I go, oh, I'm not okay. So now let me TP out. Drop down, get some cover, and now we've got to play slow. I should be backing out here because we're lost. See, I'm always doing healing damage, but I'm always looking for damage. I'm trying to find damage as much as I can. Good. Check my team. Everyone's full health. Let's go. I don't know why I didn't go right there. You see me check him. I looked, I checked him. I went, he's okay. He doesn't need me. I pressed W. Everybody's okay. They're inside of that whatever his name is, Mizuki ult. right? I go take my flank and I do damage.
Just needed a dash
I miss
of
all my
mana.
shots.
The objective.
Force Moira fade. Check my team. Team's okay. Let's kill this guy. I heard the high noon, so I Suzu'd, and I'm the fucking goat. Ram is overextended. This is not my job. My job is to not die to this cast right now. Nice. And then I'm gonna push the advantage. So I want to go back and I want to show like all of the moving pieces of this fight one more time, because this was a really good fight, and you can just see how much distance I cover throughout the fight. Let me get my epic pen ready. Boom. So I start the fight over here. Okay. I think about taking the angle and decide to move. Okay.
Kill the Mahal.
Boom. So the fight has started. We went from the neutral to the fight starting. I have so far gone from over here and pushed all the way up to here. The whole time I'm checking my team. My Cass, Cass is okay. I have no idea where he is right now. But Cass was okay in his ult, so I can ignore him. Okay? Sim is behind me, so she's okay. Ram is full health, so he's behind me. Ram is full health, he's okay. Nizuki, they're all okay. So, I know no one is in any real danger right now, so I can take a flank. So as I'm going here, you see I'm healing, doing damage as I'm walking. This whole time, I'm healing and doing damage as I'm walking to my flank. Notice how I'm not standing next to my Ram. I'm not standing like back here going, heal the Ram, heal the Ram, heal the Ram. Okay, Ram is full health, now I take my flank. I'm taking my flank as I heal him. So now, the fight has just started, and I went from over here all the way up here, and now I'm coming over here. Okay? I see the Mizuki ult go off, and I go, Ram cannot die while he's in that. Surely Ram doesn't die. Right? So, I take my flank, and I start doing damage. So now I've increased my motion to over here. And I see Moira is killable because she's out of her ult now. So I go here. And I'm going to try to force this kill. Moira fades, so I do a little 360 trying to find the fade. I don't know where she faded to, and I look back at my team, and my team is still safe. So, now I need to find my next target. I turn and I see, oh hey, this guy's close. Now let me close the distance so I can hit all my shots. Hit that. Suzu the ult like a boss, because I'm huge. Now we get some kills. And now I see these two are low. And so now I'm going to push up to here, wall climb over, and come through here. So do you see how much distance I covered this fight? I have no forward move. I didn't even use TP, I don't think. I didn't use TP this whole fight. I just walked all of that because everything I'm doing, I'm constantly on the move. Right? And now I'm all the way, I'm in front of my team because I was the first one to rotate. So now their Brig is typing or AFK, I don't know. Look, see, I'm already looking for my next angle. I see that they're starting to walk, and I see my next angle. It's too dangerous, I get out. But because they all tried to walk over there at me, Cass got punished. So heal and walk, heal and walk. So this right here, I TP out. Notice how I'm backing up while I'm doing this. I'm trying to move forward, I realize I can't move forward. So I back up. Oh no! I back up all the way so that I can drop down to this angle. Right? So I was healing and doing damage the entire time I was doing this. I can't heal them, right? You see me check that? I go, I can't do anything about that. I could kill them. See that? Right? And we actually get pretty decent value out of it. Right? But, no! Fuck! I'm stupid! There's my skateboard. Yeah, here. So, you saw me check. I take my angle. see me check, and I go, if I TP to that, I'm gonna die. So I have to kill this guy. So I back up because I know that there's a health pack here.
I feel all
I get my
warm
kill.
inside.
I didn't even see that. And you see me TP. Once it's safe, I TP, and now I'm trying to heal. I realize they're all full health, so I need to start healing these. I'm in the open, so I have to get to cover. And I'm running away. Notice I literally have not stopped moving. And I tried to TP out, and I just missed my TP, right? So, skill issue. So, in that fight, it was start in their spawn, TP, back up, over here, angle, back up, grab the health pack, TP, come over here, walk around here, right? Because I never stop moving. If you ever stop moving, that's how they pre-fire you and you get predictable and how they can come on flanks. So, I think we win that? Yeah, actually. I'm able to flip it because I don't die. So, I've talked a lot about like how much I'm moving and what I'm thinking about. What am I even typing? Doesn't work, so I can TP. So, I've talked a lot about like how much I'm thinking about movement. But the one thing no one ever thinks about, and this is the reason why people always stand still. People are standing still because they're thinking, I'm healing the Ram right now. So, say like a gold player would be sitting here going, I need to heal my Ram, and they kind of just stand still and heal the Ram, right? I'm safe, I'm not an LOS of the enemy team, and so, right, I'm going to stand here and I'm just not going to do anything, right? But the entire time, you need to be thinking, how can I heal and walk? So you see how I heal the Ram, and then immediately turn and start doing damage? And I'm moving the entire time. I'm retreating from the brig as I heal my Cass. Now that my Cass is okay, I'm going to try to walk. I'm going to heal him. I try to push up here. Right? You see how I'm constantly trying to push further and further? And then I go, nope, I can't do that. So I'm going to get back. Right? You see me rotate. I'm rotating away from the Venture. I'm not thinking about, now I am healing Ram, now I am healing Cass. I'm always thinking about, where is the next place I want to position, right? I'm just kind of spamming these guys right now, right? I just looked at him, I saw he was crit, and I'm going to throw healing at him. The next place I want to position is on a flank to kill these two. The other stuff is completely in the back of my mind. I'm not thinking about, I need to aim and hit every shot, and I need to be perfectly tight to cover. The reason I don't think about all that is because I practiced so much to make that happen. Right? So I see we're lost, so I try to make a play.
Feels good,
Look,
huh?
I knew I don't have any of my cooldowns, so I'm vulnerable. So when I TP'd, I immediately just started running to cover. As I'm healing Ram or trying to do damage or whatever. Because I used my cooldowns, I get punished. But somehow we win the fight because we're the goats. Again, I'm just kind of spamming here, trying to figure out what I want to do. I go, okay, let's go topside. I heal him as I walk. Again, I don't stand still to go, now is my time to kill Ram. And I don't stand still and go, now is my time to shoot Brig. It's constantly in, out, in, out, in, out, right? The biggest portion of my mind is thinking about where am I standing and where am I rotating, right? You see me, right there, I just checked. I went, where's Cass? Right? And I go, okay, Cass is okay. Let me start to rotate. I try to push up. Can't push up because Venture was right there. Let me try to rotate high down here. Boom. Yep. I see them all pushing me, so I duck behind cover, and I TP away. Spam the I need healing button, and he got headshot, unfortunately. Respawn, we come back. See me looking at them going, not my problem. I'm over here, I'm thinking about where I want to be positioned.
I need some help.
Right now, I'm just playing inside of the team. That was a bad fight.
Time to try again. The goddess is here.
see how every time I peek out and I'm looking, can I walk to this angle? I'm not. The people I'm healing are completely secondary. Right? It was that quarter second I heard Cass ult and I start to heal him, make sure he's okay, and then Cass is no longer in my brain. What is in my brain is there is a monkey bubble in front of me, and I need to get to an angle. There we go. I'm at an angle now. What's his name is shooting me from behind, so I need to back up and take cover. Okay, they're not going on me. We can push up to try to take the kill. So I'm just gonna go behind that corner.
Hello.
Right? I'm not thinking I need to be pocketing Cass. I'm thinking this is my name. Okay? I'm not thinking I need to hit headshots. I'm just thinking here's my aim. So here's a mistake I made. I think this was a good flank. But look how I'm not checking where my team is, right? And so by the time I get there, they listen to I have to. I don't like contesting here, but I have to because it's 95-95. I didn't. And then they end up taking that point.
Under my protection.
I'm just doing little checks and I'm spamming heals in their direction. Right? First and foremost is where am I standing? Where am I rotating? So look, I'm not sitting here thinking about trying to hit headshots and kill the monkey. I just spam in his direction. What? Right? It's such a weird distinction. I'm not thinking about my aim right now. I'm not thinking about who I'm shooting. The only thing I'm thinking about is running away and taking cover, right? Look, did you see me duck behind the thing right as he did his right click? And now I'm juggling around it as he's jumping. But now I go, he had no jump. I was gonna push it, and then he used bubble. I can't push it anymore. Maybe I can push it, right? He's alone. Huge.
Sunlight soothes.
You see me? I was looking to push up on that brig, couldn't because Venture was there, so I back out. I hear that Juno is right there. I gave a little bit of healing my Ram, make sure he's okay, and now I'm It's never standing still thinking about my aim, or I never walk towards the person I'm healing. That's a very common mistake you see, is like if I'm healing Mizuki, they press W towards the Mizuki, right? 99% of the time, I'm walking away from whoever I'm healing, right? I'm walking away from who I'm healing. And then if I'm shooting someone, right, I'm not necessarily thinking about hitting their head. I'm thinking about the angle. So let's say I'm standing here. Let's say I'm here, and I'm shooting this Cass. Cass is not looking at me, right? I could sit here, think about my aim, and think a lot, and make sure that I hit that headshot. But that's not the goal. The goal is just put my crosshair at head height, peek, shoot, like this. So all I'm thinking about, I'm not thinking about my aim, I'm thinking about his aim. And I'm thinking, bang, bang, bang. That's the rhythm of Cass shots. Bang, bang, bang. And then you know when the flash is coming. I want to be behind the corner every time he shoots. So I'll go jiggle, shoot. Then I hear the shots, and I try to peek in between the shots. I don't need to think about my aim, because I'm just distracting him. Then, once I get an overwhelming advantage, that's when I can hard swing and commit for the kill. Right? It is a very, very weird distinction. So look, I'm just spamming at head height. Oops. I'm just spamming at head height down main. I'm just holding left click at down main, right? Trying to heal. Right. You see how I'm always on the move? I'm running away from the Venture that entire time, right? It looks like I'm thinking about Mizuki. The entire time, I'm thinking about the Venture. I go, Mizuki is bleeding because of the Cass shot. The Venture is right next to me. I need to run around this corner. And do you see how I hit left right here? It's because I knew that she just came out, and I LOS'd her. So she can't drill me right now. That small movement shows I'm not thinking about my Mizuki right now. Right? Here, I go around this pillar. I know she comes out, and I duck right behind the pillar as she comes. And then I go, okay, now that we're both healed, let's try to shoot. But that half second let my team get here. That's not me, that's a Mizuki.
The battle ignites me.
Right now I'm just thinking about our advantage. I'm thinking about an angle I might take. Okay, I see my angle. My angle's left side. I might need to stay here and help them with this. Okay, yep, now we're good. There's no ults going on. And I can take that. I can take that. Look, I don't have Suzu, so look how much further back I am now that I don't have Suzu. I knew that all of them were engaged main, so I peeked here. Now that I know they're looking at me, I'm way back here.
Hi, sunshine.
Alright, where's my next angle? There's someone over here. Let's go. Monkey, yep, do you see me back up? Because I saw Monkey and I knew Monkey was going to jump. Check the high noon. Can't help it. Maybe I can. Okay, now I just need to live. Nice. Rotate away from the Monkey. Try to get around the corner. Try to live. 1 second. Couldn't do it. Unfortunate. Good juggle. Good Monkey ult. Okay, that should show you how little improvement I made. That was horrible. That was horrible. Right. Taking my next angle. So that was a split-second decision. What I was trying to do here was essentially where Tracer will come in and then they blink and try to one-clip somebody. I was trying to walk through this because they weren't looking at me, and then I can essentially two-tap this Brig. But I heard the cast footsteps, so I shot and backed up and went, where is he? So again, I'm not thinking about the person I'm trying to kill. I'm thinking about my positioning, and I knew if I'm standing at the point, that cast is going to headshot me. Right? That I'm not trying to get to kill anyone. Because she was underground. I was walking forwards there. A little bit of a mistake. I was considering Kitsuneing because I thought that their team would engage, and then if my sim could live, then I would Kitsune around this corner because they would commit their movement cooldowns. And then I decided against it. So I was walking forward, not because I was healing, because so if you see me looking at the angle again, wanting to take it, and then I go, nope, we're walking on main, I don't have time, and I Kitsune. There was a real-time decision making of, do I take the angle, don't have time, go Kitsune main. Win that fight. Eventually. They do this. And then we win the game. Yay! Okay. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense. Let me find a blank wall. Here we go. So if I want to give like a pie chart of attention, okay? Here's our, oh my gosh, that's a bad circle. Hold on. We're gonna try again. It's even worse. Okay. This is your attention, okay? I'm gonna say like half of it is your positioning and your rotations. Then like this sliver is going to be like ults, ult tracking, maybe like abilities, right? Then you're going to have like this sliver is going to be say your target, or like let's call it like juggling, right? Because there's a million things you have to juggle in Overwatch, like your who are you shooting, when are you shooting them, the distance management, right? All of those little things are here. And then this is going to be like everything else. This is going to be your aim. Okay? So a lot of people get this mixed up because there's a million things you have to think about. Always think about your positioning first. That takes up like almost all of your attention. Then you have a little bit of ult tracking, trying to figure out your target priority, right, or your abilities and your team fight tactics and whatnot. Your aim is such a small sliver of it that if you find yourself thinking about, like, I'm standing still trying to hit the shot, what you're doing is your movement is now being changed because of that. Your positioning, you are giving up positioning and rotations in order to hit more shots. But here's the thing, if you position and rotate well, you're going to hit more shots. That's how that works, right? So let me show you guys an example. When I was here on this Moira, it was like here, wasn't it?
Oh, I feel a warning sign. Rise and shine.
No, it was not. Where was this? Yeah, this one. So I'm just kind of, you see, I'm not aiming at anyone specific. I'm just aiming down the choke at roughly head height. Because what I'm thinking about is, can I take this angle? This is like 90% of what I'm thinking right now. I'm taking the angle, right? I take this angle, cool, I go here. And now, the Moira is not looking at me. When someone looks at you, that's when they're doing their 80-80 strafing, trying to dodge all of your shots. Moira is not looking at me right now. That's what lets me hit that headshot right there.
I'm on the objective.
Right? If she hadn't moved, I probably would have hit another shot on her. Right? So I get easy shots because
my sunlight guides you.
Think about the shot I'm trying to hit on the Zarya right here. Through all of this bullshit, right? And she's moving and trying to dodge, and Briggs' shield is going up and down, right? Versus
just needed a dash of mischief.
This distance. This is half the distance. I'd like to be even closer.
I'm on the objective.
See, I even walk towards her to get closer, right? If you position well and make good rotations, this is the kind of distance you can get in a 1v1, right? That is the goal. Think about how much easier this shot is to hit. I don't need to think about my aim because I'm this close and I'm going to hit the shots anyways. So, hopefully that makes sense. And again, the biggest mistake I see is, like, say I'm standing here shooting this Zarya. People will stand here and they'll either just the same 80-80 strafe like this, or they press W and they walk at the Zarya. Ana's kind of do it because they walk in the direction that they're going to throw the nade. Instead, say I'm playing like Ashe, right? I can be like shoot. I want to be able to look high ground. Can I come like over here and coach gun up to point and then shoot from here to control high ground? Can I control over here? If I can flank over here like this, right? Same thing with like Tracer. Tracer is sitting here trying to spam, right? But what you should be thinking, I'm not trying to kill this Zarya. I'm trying to go, can I walk up to here without getting punished and then come up to this high ground, right? So I'm going to walk up to here, clear this angle, go, oh, there's a cast, and now I'm going to blink back. And I go, okay, well, how can I get onto this angle without the cast seeing me, right? So maybe I come over here, right, to avoid the cast, and then I can blink across the open and come behind them like this, and now I can cut off the Zarya, right? So this goes for any role, literally any role, right? Because you can see Tracer is sitting here trying to get to high ground, but she can't. So instead of thinking of walking at the Zarya and trying to just out-aim them, or trying to walk at the cast and out-aim them, use your brain, right? Walk around here, cut them off. That doesn't take any aim at all. So, hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully someone watches this. See ya.